Hi Book Dragons, I'm here to do a weekend reading vlog. It is Ramadan Peacetalks, and this is my second year doing Ramadan, but this is the first year that I'm actually going to participate in Peacetalks because I'll be a little bit honest, I sometimes struggle with reading short form content, especially in this time period just because it's a weekend. But I'm really excited to participate. If you've been following me the last couple of weeks, it's been a bit rough, I will say that. My grandfather passed away, which was expected, but still hard. And I've just been a little bit caught up in my own head, so it's been a bit hard to focus on anything. But also I love supporting a readathon, and this week at work was a little bit challenging. I went back to work, and if you've been following my journey, I've been trying to get my room in order, and it's just a lot. It's just not where I want it to be quite yet, and I have this really ambitious idea for a project to do next week, and I just want to escape into books for a little bit. So that is my plan. I am in the middle of reading one thing, and I'm going to pick up a new audiobook eventually, but I'm in the middle of reading The Wild Robot, which I will attach a photo here. Work last night when I was prep filming and doing all the stuff I normally do on Friday. I decided to download a bunch of things on Kindle that I thought were short. So this is a middle grade that has pictures, so I'm reading it pretty quickly, and it's called The Wild Robot, and it's literally this found family story that I'm like having a great time with. And it's about this robot that kind of gets lost, and he kind of winds up on this island, and then he winds up having to sort of become friendly with these woodland creatures that think it's a monster. And it's just a very, very fun story. There is definitely a found family dynamic, and I'm really having a fun time with it. So I'm gonna go back to reading. I'm about 30% in. Peacetalk starts in about an hour, so hopefully I will finish this book right when Peacetalk starts so I can start something new and quick. I am also listening to Fury of the Dragon Goddess by Sherwood Chada, but again, I don't know if I'm going to pick up something shorter. I only have an hour left in that, so I may finish it. We will see. Tomorrow is a busy day. I have to go to a yoga class that I'm super excited for, and I'm just going to focus on reading this week because next week is my reset vlog, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, that is where we are. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit shot. It has been a bit of a bad vocal week for me, for sure. So I am gonna go read. My puppy is not biting my wrist. If you saw the previous clip, which I don't know if I'm gonna put it in here because she was biting my wrist the entire time. That is where we are. But yeah, I'm gonna go read. I'm not sure I'm in the mental space right now to like watch anything, which is fine. It's been a bit of a rough month. But good news is my show is coming together as well. There is so much happening in this like 2-week time period, so I'm just trying to like slow myself down, and sometimes that's really, really hard to do. But this readathon is really, really helping. So I will be sure to link Cassidy below because she is just so fun to follow. She has definitely opened up my eyes for fantasy things, which I really, really love. And I love a competitive based readathon. So I'm gonna go read a bit more, and when I get up to about 50%, I will give you guys an update. Bye. Book Dragons, I'm back. I just want to say that I did wind up getting up to 63% in my book, The Wild Robot. This is just such a sweet read. Like, it's just very much focused on found family and adventure. There's a robot main character, which I don't think I've read a ton of. I actually have another robot book I might tackle this weekend because it's a quick audiobook, but I'm having a very, very fun time. It reminds me of when I read The Very North Pole. It was like kind of like a Winnie the Pooh retelling. I like that, and this kind of just gives me similar vibes, and it's very much focused on like, you know, like found family elements. There's also a lot of mini adventures. There's also like a family like of like a little family developing, which I love. I'm having a really, really fun time. I'm definitely gonna go finish the rest of it because I have like an hour left. And yeah, it's just nice to escape into a fantasy world for a little bit. So I'm gonna go read the last hour and just keep on sprints because I like to sprint. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna read next, but I'm gonna read, and then I made a new spinner wheel. I just love a spinner wheel, I'll be very, very honest. I'm gonna go read the last hour, and then I'll come back and we'll chat about it. Bye. Chickens came back. I just wanted to do a quick update. Late last night, I did wind up finishing The Wild Robot, and I gave it 4 stars. I was actually really happy with that book. I thought it was a fun, quick read. I definitely think I connected to the first half of the story a little bit more than the second half, but I was able to read it like most of yesterday, so that was actually pretty solid. I haven't chosen a new book yet. It is like a mess of weather here, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually go to town. Well, I'm gonna go to town, but I don't think I'm gonna like listen to an audiobook, so I may listen to an audiobook later in the day. But I didn't want to spin just because I don't like to make decisions. So my first spin is going to be, am I going to read a physical book or an ebook? And you guys will see that on the spinner wheel. And then I will choose. Ooh, okay. I have to read a physical book. All right, and now let me do the other spinning wheel because I really have to read a physical book, which is actually good because I just read an ebook. Which is good. So let me do animal, blue, or school theme and see. So I have to read a physical book that has a Alright, so I need to read a physical book that is short that has an animal on the cover. Alright, let me go do some investigation for that, and I will report back when I have found something that I think is short and has a physical book that has an animal on the cover. I'll be back. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to read Saving Neverland by Abby Elpstone. I don't even think this came out in America yet. This was like one of like the last books I bought before Book Outlet closed, but it is a it's a middle grade. It also has really big font, so I think I can get through a lot of this today, if not all of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go read about 50, maybe like I'm gonna go read like 100 pages of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. So when I get up to chapter 9, I don't know what this is about, but I think it's like a Neverland retelling. Yeah, I really loved her other series. She wrote the Unmapped Chronicles that I really loved. So, and it also is, you know, winter-ish. When it has a blue cover, there is an animal on it. I don't know if it has a school setting, but ooh, and something to do with Peter Pan. So yeah, I'm gonna go read 100 pages of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye. Try again saying back. It is a crappy weather day, like horrible. It's raining, it's pouring. I just went to yoga, which was like a fun class, like more like energy and meditation based, which was really fun. I think I lost my voice, which makes sense. So I'm trying to talk a little bit less this weekend just to kind of relax and recover. I also did a little bit of work for school yesterday, which I don't normally do during the weekend, so but I feel a little bit more prepped for next week for work, which is gonna be a weird week because we have like 2 days off, so that should be fun. Sorry, my brain is like in 1,000 different locations, but I did want to say that I did wind up getting up to page 100 in Saving Neverland, and I'm enjoying it. I don't think I'm loving it as much as the other series, but I do like when Abby Elpstone writes heroes. They're not your typical heroes. Like they're very like, remember when I read Casper Talk? He was like so like ambivalent for his adventuring, and that's kind of how I feel about this character. Oh god, what's her name? Miriam? I think her name's Martha. So she lives in the Darling house, which makes sense. And something happened about 6 months ago that kind of changed her life. We don't really know what it is, but it's something that really changed how she views the world. So she kind of gets sucked up into this adventure to go to Neverland because she is the only person that can save Neverland with her little brother. And then something happens in the first 100 pages that makes it really clear that she has to save Neverland. And I'm intrigued. I want to keep reading. It has like big illustrations too, so I'm reading it a bit quicker. Like I'll show you like. So I am reading it quickly. I'm just having a fun time. It's like the perfect like atmospheric read because it takes place in like an Arctic tundra basically, and I literally was like, if I do not read this month, it's not going to get read until next year because we are officially heading into spring. So yeah, I'm gonna go read another 100 pages right now. It is it's like about 2:19. I am not watching sprints. I'm just trying to catch up on YouTube. I know at some point tomorrow I have to watch Book Roast video to choose my calling for this year for Aurelium, and I don't know what I'm choosing for that. So I think I'm gonna maybe change it up and like pick a different calling. We'll see, just to kind of give me something fresh to do this year, because I feel like I need a change. So but yeah, I'm having a fun time. It's very, very Neverland-esque, which I do like. And the last Neverland story I read was like very, very different. So this is a fun one, but I do like her reads. I don't know if this is going to become a series. I know that like it didn't even come out in America. I got this from the UK. So I don't know if it's going to get published here eventually. That's what happened with her other series. So yeah, I'm going to go read another 100 pages and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye. Dragons, I'm back. It's almost 6 o'clock and I did wind up, oh my goodness, giggles. Giggles and puppy, giggles and puppy. Sorry, she's playing. But I did wind up getting up to page 200 in Saving Neverland by Abby Elfstone. I am liking this. I think it's probably going to be like a 3-star read. I do like that we are getting both siblings' perspectives in the story. Because it's interesting, and I also think that they're very different types of heroes. Kind of reminds me of when I read the Fablehaven series, and those two characters, Kendra and Seth, were like so different, and it's kind of giving me similar vibes because their dynamic is very, very different. But I'm not as feeling as connected to the characters as I did previously. But it definitely, like in other books that I've read, other middle grade books that I've read, but I do like the Neverland elements to the story. I think that it's playing Peter Pan like very, very interestingly as well. I like the world. So I want to keep reading. I have about 100 more pages left. You'll start getting some interesting... Cass, can you stop biting? Sorry, she's sometimes bites and she hurts. But I am liking it. I think I'm going to try to read another 100 pages tonight so I can say I at least want to read 3 books this week. That would be nice this weekend, but that's the goal. Sorry, she really wants my attention. So yeah, when I read the next 100 pages, I might do an update when I get to 250 just to see how I'm feeling. But so far I'm liking it. It's a quick read. Very, very action heavy. Very, very good for reluctant readers. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Cosmic Dragons, I'm back. It is 8:30 and I did wind up finishing Saving Neverland by Abby Elfstone and I enjoyed it. I think I'm going to give this book 3 stars. I liked it. I don't think it's going to be a new favorite, but I did like a lot of elements of the story. I thought it was quick. I thought it was a fun read. I think the retelling was interesting and I liked it. I just don't think I loved it. But I'm curious to see what this author has coming out next because she hasn't written like a ton since this book. This book came out in 2023 and I think it was a UK exclusive. But it will give me bonus points. I did attack Team Blood. Sorry, it just gave me more points. But it has a blue cover, it has animals on it. And yeah, I'm excited to choose my next book. So yeah, let's do that. I really need a spinner wheel, so I don't know if I'm gonna do the second part of the spinner wheel, but I definitely need something different. I want to read something different, so let's see. Ooh, okay, so I have to pick a physical book. Okay, well that's intriguing. So I just literally did a physical, so let me take off my other ones and see what bonus coin I'm looking for. So I have to read a physical book that has a... And remember, these are really, really short, so short books are the sort of the goal as well. A short physical book with a school setting. Oh, all right. This might be a bit harder. Oh, you know what? A short physical book with a school setting. All right. Let me go see what I can find. But I may cheat and I may read Keeper of the Lost Cities, the graphic novel, but I have it on my Kindle. Let me go see if I have anything that's short and has a school setting, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be. So let me go hunt for that and then I'll come back with an option if I have any. Well, I think I'm going to cheat a little bit and I think I'm going to read Keeper of the Lost Cities graphic novel on my Kindle because I did want to read it. I have it out from the library and I want to read it. So I think that's going to be what I read. I have read all the Keeper Lost Cities books, and I know we're getting book 9.5 like this year. So if I want to start to regain my memory a little bit, I probably should read it. So I'm going to cheat a little bit and pick it up on my Kindle, just because I don't have a lot of books with like a school setting. So I am going to read that, and when I'm done with it, I will give you guys another update. But I will attach a photo here as well. It does have a school setting, I will say that. I hope this version does have a school setting, but the series does, so I'm going to count it. So when I'm done with Keeper, I will give you guys an update. Bye. Book Dragons, I just want to give you a quick update. It's Sunday morning. Today I am not feeling my best. I'll be very, very honest. I have a small cold, which always happens around spring because I get really, really bad allergies, and then I also get sick. So not feeling my best, but we're going to power on through and make it work today. But I'm gonna go to yoga today. Hopefully that will help. I'm gonna go get my nails done for spring and, you know, Easter. But I did wind up getting up to about 50% into Keeper of the Lost Cities Part 1, the graphic novel. I'm on chapter 15. I have read the series. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if this is gonna count for the school setting because we haven't actually hit the school yet, but the series is very, very school focused. I'm having a fun time with it. I really do like revisiting the series. I love the art style. So my goal is to make some significant progress. I have to leave here at like 9 o'clock. Maybe a little bit sooner, we'll see. Maybe I'll leave like at 8:30, we'll see. But I want to finish this today, and I would love to pick up something else. I'm also going to get my nails done, which means I will have an audiobook in. I think I'll probably pick up something that I'm listening to. I really haven't. None of the audiobooks I listened to yesterday have really clicked, so I may restart a couple. But I would love to finish a audiobook today as I'm working and running around, and I want to pick up one more physical book so I can have something for this vlog. And then I don't know what I'm going to read next week. I'll probably figure that out when I get like 8 o'clock tonight when I start my new vlog. But I'm going to go read the last 50% of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye. Dragons, I did want to do a quick update. It is about 12:44, and I did wind up finishing 2 books. I wound up finishing Keeper of the Lost Cities, the graphic novel, Part 1. Solid time. I liked it. I would definitely recommend it to reluctant readers. What I would recommend you do if you have a lot of reluctant readers, because it's literally like the first half of that story, because Keeper of the Lost Cities is like a very long middle grade series. I would have them read that, and if you want to know the rest of the story, to have them then continue, like reread book 1, because they would have like an idea of what is happening. Really liked it, loved the art style, thought it was great. I know that we're getting 9.5, which is going to be a story focused on Keith, which I'm really excited for, and that's going to come out in November. So that is one. I would give it 4 stars. I liked it. And I said that book 1 was the weakest, so I think having the visual elements and seeing sort of how the characters got represented that way was super fun. And then when I was running errands, I decided to pick up the Honeymoon Crashers by Christina Lauren. I will attach a photo here. Dragons, I am here to wrap up this vlog. I don't think I'm gonna read anything else. Like, I'm really sort of over short form content. I'll be honest, I don't love short form content, so when I get to a point where I'm like wanting something a bit longer, but I'm gonna go over what I read, because I actually had a pretty successful reading weekend. This is probably my best weekend reading thing that I've ever done, because I just think I was picking up short things that I like wanted to read. And I think I was picking up things that were interesting to me, and I just kept reading them pretty quickly. So yeah, let's go over what, and I like wanted my 50th book to be something special anyway. That's kind of where I am on Goodreads. So I wound up finishing 4 things this weekend, which is actually pretty good, and I'm in the middle of the Sean McGuire book, Under the Sugar Sky, but I'm going to probably finish that at work tomorrow. So I finished The Wild Robot, which I gave 4 stars to. I will try to attach a photo at some point in this vlog, what it looked like, but it's a middle grade book that I did like. I also read Saving Saving Neverland by Abby Elfstone, which I gave 3 stars to. I have a physical copy of that one. I like that. I think I like The Wild Robot a little bit better. And then my last physical book I read was Keeper of the Lost Cities, the graphic novel, which I gave 4 stars to. And it really was a middle grade weekend, like I'll be very, very honest. And then I read The Honeymoon Crashers by Christina Lauren, which I gave 4 stars to. Really, really love the audiobook. Thank you so much for hosting this readathon. It was super fun. Now I'm going to go choose my last reading vlog concept, but I'm going to do it with a twist. So I will see you guys for my next reading vlog. Let me know in the comments if you accomplished a lot, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.